Hello and welcome. My name is Shailesh Kumar and you're watching National Defence live stream. Nearly a week after India-US 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue, India-Australia also concluded 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue amid rise in Chinese bullying of smaller navies, including recent incident when Chinese Navy's hull-mounted sonar hurt an Australian Royal Navy diver. Australia's Deputy Prime Minister, who is also the Defence Minister, Richard Marles, along with Foreign Minister Penny Wong, held dialogue with Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh and Foreign Minister Dr. Jaishankar in New Delhi. During the bilateral meeting, Australian Defence Minister expressed security anxiety over China's behaviour, while Foreign Minister Peng termed relationship with India consequential and crucial for Indo-Pacific region. Before the talks, Australian Defence Minister Richard Marles was presented Tri-Service Guard of Honour at South Block lawns. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, during bilateral talks with his Australian counterpart Richard Marles, emphasised on military cooperation in niche training areas such as artificial intelligence, anti-submarine and anti-drone warfare and cyber domain. India and Australia agree that a strong defence partnership will augur well for overall security of the Indo-Pacific. Both the ministers reaffirmed their commitment towards further strengthening the bilateral defence relations. They expressed satisfaction at the increasing military-to-military cooperation between the two countries, including joint exercises, exchanges and institutional dialogues. The Raksha Mantri congratulated Minister Marles on the maiden and successful conduct of multilateral exercise Malabar by Australia in August this year. You may recall, Indian Navy's 5th Calvary class submarine INS Vajir visited Fremantle in Australia on an extended range deployment that commenced in June 2023, and Vajir reached Fremantle, Australia on 20th August this year. The Royal Australian Navy submarine and Indian Navy P-8I aircraft did joint exercise with INS Vajir. India and Australia conducted exercise Malabar 23 from 11th to 21st August and Ausendex 23 from 22nd to 24th August this year. Australia's Deputy Foreign Minister Richard Marles said that India and China share the democratic traditions, rule of law, freedom of speech amid increasing strategic alignment. Richard Marles said that China is our trading partner and China is our biggest security anxiety. India-Australia share an ocean and there has not been important time for two countries working together. In his words, Australia cannot overstate the importance of India-Australia relationship. Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong also said that India-Australia partnership is not only consequential for Australia but it is crucial for Indo-Pacific region, and Australia sees India central crucial to the peace, stability and prosperity of the Indo-Pacific, in which sovereignty is respected. The remarks of both ministers carry weight and Australian sensitivities, as recently China termed Australian leadership's remarks as vague, one-sided and aimed at hyping China threat theory. Earlier, Australian government had expressed serious concerns to Chinese officials after HMAS Toowoomba encountered a People's Liberation Army Navy destroyer on 14th of November. The Toowoomba was in international waters in Japan's exclusive economic zone, having worked to enforce United Nations sanctions, and was on its way to scheduled port visit when fishing nets became entangled around its propellers. The ship stopped so naval divers could clear the nets, and its crew communicated what it was doing through the usual maritime channels. So that is the standard procedure which Australian Royal Navy had followed. While the diving operation took place, the Chinese planned destroyer, the Subramani class guided missile destroyer Ningbo DDG-139, came towards the Toowoomba, prompting its crew to reiterate a dive was underway and asked for the warship to stay clear of the way. The Chinese vessel acknowledged the message but even came closer and was soon after detected operating its hull-mounted sonar, posing a risk to Australian divers' safety. The divers, who were assessed after they surfaced, sustained minor injuries, likely because they were subjected to the sonar pulses. after Defence Minister Richard Marles, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese on Monday criticized China for a dangerous encounter between Chinese and Australian warships, but declined to say whether he had raised the issue in recent talks with President Xi Jinping during APEC summit. Coming back to the 2+2 meeting, both ministers underscored the importance to further enhance cooperation in information exchange and maritime domain awareness between the two countries. The two sides are also in advanced stage of discussion to conclude implementing arrangements on hydrography cooperation and cooperation for air-to-air refueling. The Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh suggested that shipbuilding, ship repair and maintenance and aircraft maintenance repair and overhaul MRO could be potential areas of collaboration between the two countries. The two ministers also discussed cooperation for joint research in underwater technologies, collaboration between the defense startups of both the countries, including that for solving challenges jointly, was discussed by both the ministers. They concurred that a strong India-Australia defense partnership will augur well for not just for the mutual benefit of the two countries but also for the overall security of the Indo-Pacific. During the meeting, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar said that India do face exceptional challenges, some regional, some global, many of those challenges to the rule of law. He said that there could be man-made and these could be HADR situations. As a comprehensive strategic partner, it is important to plan for such exceptions, Dr. Jaishankar emphasized. He was perhaps referring to the growing violations of the rule of law by People's Republic of China that bully smaller navies in South China Sea and at the same time increasing its footprints in Indian Ocean region. Indian and Australian Prime Minister have met 5 times this year alone, including 3 times in each other's countries. India-Australia had first ever annual summit in March this year. Economic cooperation and trade agreement entered into force last December. Mr. Jaishankar said that we see its economic implications unfolding this year in terms of trade increase. India and Australia had also signed the Migration and Mobility Agreement. India-Australia people-to-people contacts are very strong. 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue amid rise in Chinese. Hello and welcome. My name is Shailesh Kumar and you meet in January next year. Both countries are, if yes, please do share. I will see you soon with another story.